Muhammad Askar. Welcome to our program, Story of Success.
Good evening. Thank you very much.
Successful and prominent businessman Muhammad Askar opens up about launching new project in Egypt. In 1990, he became the sales and marketing manager of a Dutch joint venture with a leading food company in the Middle East.
I'm one of the people who,
Pioneered this.
yes, I didn't pioneer the idea, no, but I shared the team who put it all together and made it succeed. And also, again, another difficulty at this time, it was the Gulf War, 1990, and actually you're producing a product that is consumed mainly by the hotel industry. And there was no one in the hotels because of the Gulf War. You go to Hurghada, you don't see a person. So you're selling a product.
Another hit to your career.
You're selling a product to people in the hotels, for instance, or restaurants, and they say who's going to eat it. It's either the cook or the employees. We don't have guests. And this was a challenge.
You're putting a lot of money in this business.
Yes, but luckily afterwards, the whole industry recovered and it started booming. And after selling,
Did you have partners then, or you work on
no,
your
I was
own?
not the owner actually. The owner was someone else. I was just a marketing and sales manager for the project. Again, marketing and sales is the career, but the product is different. So, Alhamdulillah, we did very well. We started maybe with a maximum of 28 tons sales. I ended up 4 years later.
From cars to potatoes.
Yeah, to
and
potatoes.
Sales is the same.
Sales is the name of the game.
Yeah.
Then we were selling about 3,500 tons a year. You see, so it's a jump in 3 years.
Huge success. I
Yes.
think.
Then again,
There must be another hit or so.
then again I quit and I decided.
You decided to quit.
Yes, because I was offered a different opportunity in a different country. And
Where
I
this
decided,
time?
it was in Africa.
In Africa.
Yes. So I went again for about a couple of years, and I had an experience. I wouldn't say that it was quite successful experience, but it was a step in
Let's
my
dig a
life.
little bit into your experience with Africa. Hello, Africa.
Africa.
How was it?
It was not bad because it was a new experience to me to go to Africa and to meet with
Where
the
exactly in
Afri-
Africa?
It was in South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah.
Quite a nice country.
Fantastic country, and it was the time of the change and delivering the authority to the black after being ruled by the whites for so many time, and then came
The end of the apartheid
yes,
at that
Mr. Mandela as president, and it was a very nice time. And we Egyptians actually enjoyed a very, very special status in South Africa at the time. So I enjoyed this. But in terms of work, it was not successful. In terms of context, yes, it was successful.
Now we're speaking Africa in terms of your career, it wasn't successful in terms of building some relations. It was
successful.
Somewhat successful.
Yes, correct. Well, this actually is a phase of my life I don't really like very much to talk about it. It
Okay.
went, it passed, and
Okay, then after Africa?
after Africa, I came back home, Egypt, again looking for a new challenge, and I started my own business in the world of photography.
Photography.
Yes.
Wow,
No,
a whole new field.
Yes, it's a totally different field. I decided to open a
From
studio.
where did you draw the spark of
It's
this?
the desire to make a
idea?
project. It's a desire to make a project.
It's not photography itself.
It's not photography itself. No, it's a location. I had a location in mind, and I managed to get this location as a shop. So I was actually confused whether to make it a koshery shop, for instance, or a photography shop. You see, koshery could be more lucrative, yes, but I don't see myself actually a koshery owner. So I decided to go. So I decided to go to photography. Maybe it's less profitable. It could be less profitable, but I feel more comfortable. You see, so this is why I opted to photography. But I did fine actually, because even perhaps 50 meters past me, there was a big competitor that was there for about 15 years. And again, everybody said, you're crazy to open such an activity next to this guy. He's a tycoon. You'll get killed. And I said, no, I'll do it. And actually, I did it.
On which basis did you build your decision?
Faith. Faith.
But what on ground? What?
It's faith. It's faith. I will do it. I will do it properly. God will help me. Alhamdulillah, God helps me. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. How long you've been working for this photography agency?
It's since 1999.
Up to now.
Up to now, yes. I'm still doing it. I'm still keeping it. And I want to even to expand it. Because again, we have difficulties. Because by the time I opened photography, everybody was using films. As you know now, everybody is going to digital camera and digital techniques. So when I opened, the film business was booming, and then came the digital age, and all my machinery was not equipped to deal with the digital industry, you see. So I had to replace all the machinery again with new investment. This was a difficult time in which I had to suffer for more than 2 years till I refurbished and renewed the whole project. And then, alhamdulillah, everything went fine.
Now we'll talk about the place where we're staying now.
Yes.
Your job here. Tell
Yes.
us a little bit more about it.
Well, we are here in the Automobile and Touring Club of Egypt, one of the well-known clubs in Egypt. It dates back to 1905,
One of the well-known
actually.
and most prestigious places.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the compliment. But as a matter of fact, not being big-headed, but it is one of the prestigious places in Cairo, yes. Automobile Club was founded maybe 1905, and again it was confined to car owners, and the car owners were the princes and the nobility and the very rich traders. So it was confined to very limited number. It was it was established during the time of I think Khediwi Abbas Hilmi II.
I think we'll be able to put some models for the cars available here for our viewers.
The models of the
Hopefully.
cars, are in the showcase downstairs actually, and it shows trophies and things that the club won rather than models of the cars. You see, and actually, unlike automobile clubs, the rest of the automobile clubs in the world, we have a different nature, which is more social nature. The club is mainly concentrating on the services it renders to its members socially. People come here, they enjoy a nice restaurant. Inshallah, we'll have lunch together.
We'll tour the place, of course.
Yes, we'll tour the place, and I'll show you. By the World War I, all car manufacturers diverted into weapons. So the car industry was in a bad shape. Therefore, the idea of having a club, most of the clubs in the world closed, maybe. Again, in the 1920s, another gentleman thought of reviving the club. So in the days of King Fuad, the idea flourished, and they tried to get his approval. So he gave his approval, and then they founded the club under the name of the Royal Automobile Club of Egypt, because it's got the blessings of King Fuad. It remained with the name for quite time till the revolution of 1952 took place, and then the name changed into the Automobile Club of Egypt. Of course, they removed the royal because it's no longer monarchy. It was a republic afterwards. There was another club called the Royal Touring Club that was founded in 1948. I think in the 1967 or something, they merged the two clubs into one entity, and therefore the Automobile and Touring Club of Egypt existed. It was under the supervision of the Sports Council, but in 1971, and based on a decree by President Sadat, it was transferred to the supervision of the Ministry of Tourism.
He's dedicated to community work. As such, was president of Rotary Club of Gezira Tarawd